in the car 11 minutes ago. But what if you have some additional quick questions? And I can't believe my good luck, because we did this together in '08, and we had not chatted. And, yeah, by the way, and we're so easy. We have the same first name, right? I mean, how much more can you ask for? You only have to remember Laura once. We would love to help you. And I would, again, argue that if you don't start gathering data so that you can write letters to your congressman, we have identified all these people. These are their needs. These are their needs that are not being met. Only then can you formulate solutions. Because the individual in this scenario, always important, but individual doesn't count. Comment, my dear.
Excuse me. Laura and I are willing to work with you on this one, and we were talking. We're going to have to do a little bit of talk about fundraising, and I think if the two of us can do that, we can get this set up so that we could hopefully even put this on the website for the CP group. She and I know a lot of other facilities where there are adults with CP, so we could really get something going. And this is a free database. We could use some of these questions. We could develop some of our own, because I don't think everything in here is going to address all of your needs, but it is an exciting idea. And I think we could make this fly. So I'd certainly be willing to work with you, and I've got statistical support that could do the data analysis piece for us. I can do the simple stuff. I can't do the hard stuff. Excuse me?
Well, and here's the important thing. That the issue is that you guys, censor taping, you guys know who's out there. And you know how to reach them. And they're all new social interaction tools on the internet for you to get up and say, okay, go, everybody in this room, go find 3 people. And each of those 3 people, go find 3 more. But if you don't have some ballpark estimate, we have no idea what N is. How many people are out there? Darned if I know. Okay? And although you can't say we got everybody, if each of you got 3 to get 3 to get 3, you'll have so much more data than anybody else on the planet. It will be awe-inspiring.
Can I ask a follow-up question?
Absolutely.
So I am working with Dr. Bendy and Rancho, basically to develop a training for community health centers to educate their providers, to their nurses, to their intake people about how to better treat people with disabilities. Is this premature to do without this data?
Well, at the risk of being, again, I'm always politically incorrect, but the issue is that then it's what the doctors say what's wrong. It's not what the patients say what's wrong. Because what data there is that's out there is data that was created by doctors, not by patients. So it's not premature. I do think it's idealistic. Okay? And I will tell you what I'm working on here. Okay? I don't think you can change the calculus. It may be that your mother's family doctor will see you because he loves your mother. Okay? But family doctors in general are not going to take on people with disabilities if they can avoid it. It's just realistic. What we are trying to do at Children's is develop a primary care practice that is underwritten, and God knows I'll really have to be raising money then, but where the doctors are committed to supporting people with disabilities. And then and only then can you afford the expensive equipment. Just even, an exam table that goes up and down. is $4,000 if you're lucky.
But where we're going to is those community health centers that get federal dollars. Right. Those are our target. That is where we want to start, because we feel they're getting federal dollars. They can't turn away people, period. So that is what we're starting to look at, to try to change that culture. And if we do that, it could do a lot of good in the long run.
I couldn't agree with you more. I couldn't. That's absolutely right. Yes, sir.
I disagree with you. I guess since I was 5 or 6, I haven't been a specialist for CP. I've been to GPs. I've used GPs. And right now, I'm 64. Okay? I'm not using a GP. He happens to be a genealogist specialist, but that only by coincidence. But it seems to me that if you take it from both sides, okay, from the doctor's perspective as well as our perspective, it would do it a lot more good.
I think that you're right on a number of levels. You know, they always say that all politics are local. And, you know, one of the things is each of you come from different communities. And assessing your community and figuring out how the data that you gather can be used the most effectively to increase access for others is what you want to do. And you all live not on my block. So I only know, you know, a small area. And I think that where the program to help the primary care docs is so effective is that you're absolutely right. Tools that will help them be efficient and make sure they don't leave anything undone will be really, really important. And I think that's where Dr. Azen is pure genius.
Others won't take my insurance when I need to go to the latest mine in the place, but
yeah, a lot of your doctors won't take your insurance. The problem is that we do, just to be cut and dry, we lose money on every person with a disability that we see. So, you know, it's the old story. If you're losing money on every widget, making more widgets isn't going to make you balance the budget. And one of the advocacy things that I would hope you do once you have more data is saying, look at this range of problems that needs to be considered. You know, if a doctor agrees to see a patient with a disability, they have to have the right to charge more. I mean, again, if you don't create the data, nobody's going to know that.
I just wanted to tell you, I think I know 2 people that could help you. Dr. Horseman and Kim Peep.
I don't know Kim, but I sure know Dr. Horseman. I haven't emailed her since yesterday.
Karen Peep.
Kevin.
Karen Pape.
Oh, Karen Pape. Yes, I do know Karen quite well. Yes. Excellent thought. Excellent thought. She's, as you may know, about to put out a new book on brain injury.
Yeah, is it?
Good for you. All right. I apologize. Now I'm really late, and I'm going to get in the car. But I appreciate your interest. I challenge you. I am more than eager to help. But ultimately, I think the CP community needs to take responsibility for the hardest jobs of all, raising money to do this, but compared to other projects, it would hardly cost anything. And most important, recruiting to be sure that tons of patients actually become involved. We need the data. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to my diatribe. Appreciate it. Have a great day.
Thank you. When you see a gold nugget fall into your lap, you don't get up and let it fall. So I let it fall on the ground. So I thank Dr. Talsey for starting this conference out. I want to welcome all of you to the 7th annual East Coast Conference. The reason we can say East Coast is because we have a West Coast Conference. And Molly put on an excellent conference in June, I believe. And we had a good turnout there, and it was very good. I want to thank everybody for being there. We actually have 34 people on the books to attend, but people will be going in and out. Some people are coming for 1 day, some people are coming for 2 days. Some people haven't woken up yet because they were up too late yet last night. We won't talk. We won't name any names. We have 3 topics to cover before 12:30. We probably won't do that, and I'm okay with that because that's what flexibility is all about. What I want to do is, because I think it's very important to know who is in this audience, I'm going to ask to circulate the mic, and I'm going to ask everybody just to say who you are and where you're from and something that no one knows about you. And it doesn't have to be clean. We're all adults.
Hello, everyone. My name is Stacy Marks. I'm deaf, and I have vision problems as well. I am from North Carolina, and I enjoy art.
Thank you. Oh, what am I supposed to say? Introduce yourself, tell where you're from, and something interesting about yourself. Oh, God, there's nothing interesting about me. I'm Bernice Sitkin. I'm from San Francisco, and